Welcome to the O'Connor Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning focusing on long-term care needs, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today I wanted to talk to you about applying for Medicaid when both people of the married couple need Medicaid benefits. But before I do, I wanted to invite you to schedule a free strategy session with me at eldermeeting.com. Okay, so I have a client who he needs to apply for Medicaid benefits for his long-term care because his health is now at a point that he needs skilled level nursing care and he would benefit from Medicaid. His wife is already receiving Medicaid benefits for long-term care given her health condition. And so now that he needs Medicaid, he wanted to make sure that we have all of his monies properly held so that way he can qualify financially, because we do know that his health is in such a position right now that he does qualify medically. So he is holding too much assets, of course. Their incomes are okay. They meet the thresholds for a married couple with both husband and wife applying or qualifying for Medicaid. The married couple can have an income of $4,764. So that's $2,382 per spouse is permissible for the married couple to have as income to be able to still qualify for Medicaid's long-term care. So they knew that they met that threshold, that their income is below, the $4,764, and that they are financially otherwise qualified that way. But they were holding a bit too much assets because the asset limit for a married couple with both partners applying for and qualifying for Medicaid is $3,000. So he had more than $3,000 in the bank, because when only one spouse is applying for Medicaid, you can have more than that because the healthy spouse is allowed to hold more assets. But now that he needs Medicaid benefits, he realized that he had excess assets. So he retained my services in an effort to come up with a strategy for us to properly either spend down or shelter those monies that he had in excess of the $3,000, so that way he can also qualify for Medicaid benefits, which we will put that plan in place and get him the care level that he needs. But I wanted to share that with you because not everybody realizes that married couples can have $3,000. Single people can only have $2,000, but when you're a married couple, you can have $3,000, which still is very low when you're thinking about how much money that you would have in your savings, but is significantly lower than what a married couple with one spouse applying can have. And so it's important when one spouse applies for Medicaid and the other spouse's health starts to decline, that we put in place some concepts and plans and ideas how we would be able to protect the healthy spouse whose health has now declined, so that way they can also obtain the benefits that they need to get the level of care that's appropriate for them. I hope that this information has been helpful to you. If it has, I ask that you like and share with others. And as always, you can schedule a free strategy session with me at eldermeeting.com. Thanks for joining me.